Game 2 of our series against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, and we're joined by Ryan Rua, one of 4 Rough Riders who had a 2-run home run last night. Ryan, congratulations getting on the board with the long ball. Take me a little bit through your plate appearance last night. A walk to the previous batter, ball 1, so you've seen the pitcher throw 5 straight out of the zone. What are you thinking? What leads you to the decision to swing at the pitch you do swing at?
Yeah, 4-pitch walk to Trevor ahead of me. Trevor gets the third, so I'm just looking for something up in the zone. First pitch curveball down in the dirt, so I had a pretty good idea the fastball is coming. He's got a good live arm, good fastball, and it was up, and I put a good short swing on it and barreled it up.
How big was that home run and all the home runs that you guys hit? Just getting a little bit of power on this team. We had 1 home run through the first 6 games, 4 last night. It seemed like everybody had that power stroke going, and everyone always talks about how hitting is contagious, and it certainly seemed to be the case last night.
Yeah, definitely. The first couple games, the elements weren't that good. It was kind of colder, kind of windy, so we didn't have that in our favor. We still battled through it. I think we got here some good weather, and we took advantage of it. Good short swings, barreling balls up. Trying to just work the middle of the field and find gaps. And if you get into one, you get into one. And I think last night was a good example of that.
You told me yesterday that you were borrowing Rougned Odor's bat while you were waiting for yours to come in. Now, if that bat has any more home runs left in it, is there any chance that's going back to Odor? Are you keeping that, riding the hot streak as long as it takes you?
I'll keep going with it. He swings it sometimes too, so it's not a big deal. We all have a bunch of bats. We swing the same model, so it kind of helps out when we're running low on other bats. But if it keeps working, I'm gonna stay with it.
Not to say that this team's going to hit 4 home runs every single game, but do you really feel like the way you guys swung the bat last night, that this is what this offense is more capable of versus what you guys had over the first few games where everybody was struggling a bit?
Right. 1 through 9, even the guys on the bench are capable of coming up there and squaring balls up and getting knocks in big situations. I think we all believe in one another, and when that happens, it's very contagious. You see one guy square one up, and then you see more and more it happen. So hopefully it gets it rolling from here on out.
We're here with Rough Riders third baseman Ryan Rua. Ryan, you spent the end of last year with the Riders. Drew Robinson has been in right field. He was at third base last year for Myrtle Beach, and really his positioning there was the reason why you were jumped up 2 levels, it seemed. They didn't want to disrupt his season and were still willing to promote you. Now that you guys are both on the same roster, the Rangers have decided, you know what, we want to see Drew out in right field. We want to see you at third base. Does that mean anything to you, what the organization thinks of you? They're willing to move a guy who was one of the better third base prospects in the Carolina League last year to another position to make sure that you get your reps over there at third?
Right. It's not a big deal. Me and Drew are very good friends. I think it's a credit to him, more so me, going into spring training and just having those 3.5 weeks of working on right field and doing the job he's done so far. He's very athletic, runs well, has a good arm, so it's good credit to him.
You played a little bit of outfield in spring training, as far as I saw. Is that right?
I think maybe a couple innings, whatnot. It's just a utility kind of thing. Just get my feet wet out there. Whatever happens, happens. I'm willing to do whatever they want me to do.
Tell me about your prep for the season. You had a month in AA last year, so you knew what to expect coming into this season versus what you saw in advanced single A. What did you try and identify in the off season as what you needed to improve upon and then start executing here now that you're playing games?
I think all the pitchers throw all their pitches for strikes and command them very well at this level. Just not chasing, not putting myself in a hole, getting in good counts, and just trying to barrel up balls, whether it's fastball or off-speed pitches.
Last year, 32 home runs, tied for 5th in all of minor league baseball. What was the reaction to friends and family when you saw them after the season to the type of breakout season that you had?
Yeah, it was a lot of congratulations. Kind of shocked, some people kind of shocked, but I think it's always been there, and people that know me know that I've always been a decent hitter. So everyone's very happy for me, friends, family, and whatnot. But that's last year. It's behind me now. I just got to build on this year and do my best this year.
Did you notice that you had gotten any more attention from whether it's media requests for interview or just fans, folks that understood your career a little bit more after a season like last year?
Yeah, I think so, somewhat. More interviews and stuff like that, social media and stuff like that. Just trying to get to know me and whatnot, and how I prepare and that kind of stuff. But building off last year is a lot of fun. Great off season, and just hoping to do the same this year.
Well, tonight you've got a big leaguer on the mound, and Nick Martinez. It almost feels a little bit funny still after he was with the Rough Riders last year. You got to feel pretty confident with him going.
Oh yeah, Nick's a great guy. He commands all his pitches well. Spots everything very, very well. I like playing behind him. Good tempo, ground ball pitcher. Attacks hitters. And I think that's one of the reasons he got that shot. I was happy for him. Happy to watch him the first couple innings when I could. But yeah, it's definitely fun playing behind him.
Ryan, congratulations on the home run last night, a couple of big hits this week, and hopefully that propels you onto a nice little hot streak here. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it.
That's Ryan Rua. We'll be back right after this on the Frisco Rough Riders Baseball Network.